This Four Nations tournament just refuses to let up here. On the ice, we've already seen plenty of crazy moments, heated rivalries, legends stepping up, great quotes. But off the ice, one of the biggest storylines has definitely been the injuries/illnesses. Quinn Hughes was originally named to Team USA but couldn't go because of injury, so Jake Sanderson replaced him. Canada was missing their best defenseman against the US last Saturday due to illness and resulted in a bit of a can they or can't they game with Thomas Harley. Both Tkachuk brothers were hurt in the span of 48 hours, but seems like both are going to play on Thursday. Auston Matthews has been dealing with some, quote, upper body soreness, but also should be good to go for the final. And now, out of left field, the Charlie McAvoy Quinn Hughes situation. So we knew ahead of the Sweden-USA game yesterday that Charlie McAvoy was not good to go. He was going to rest up. He was dealing with something, suspected to be an upper body injury. Then it was announced that he was transported to hospital in Boston and would also be missing the final on Thursday, with a few insiders reporting that it could be because of an infection linked to the injury. So that in and of itself is a huge loss for Team USA, and it's big news. You hope McAvoy's okay. I know he underwent a heart procedure a few years ago too, and as a Canadian fan, I don't want to see that. I want these players to be healthy. I want best on best. I'm not happy about seeing this, and I'd like to think most Canadian fans feel that way too. And you look at the decor, they still have 6 healthy defensemen even without McAvoy, but in the same way Canada brought in Harley as a just in case, you wondered who USA was going to bring in. Oh my god, it's Quinn Hughes. Yeah, the guy was originally going to be the team's #1 defenseman, and a lot of people were sad when he was too injured to go. He comes in as now the US's 7th defenseman at the 11th hour like a knight in shining armor. Except, there's a catch. Like I said, the US already has 6 healthy defensemen, so he can only play if one of those guys can't. Which, again, as a Canadian fan, even I'm a bit disappointed about that. The tournament's been amazing, but one of the matchups that I was most disappointed that we didn't get to see was Makar versus Hughes, the two guys who most considered to be the 2 best defensemen in the world, both playing for each other's biggest international hockey rival. Crazy that he's even part of the discussion right now, but I hope he gets to play. I understand some people are going to be upset about this rule, that rule, but the truth of the matter is they just made this tournament up last year, mostly because we haven't gotten a best on best like this in 9 years, and they wanted to see McDavid, Crosby, McKinnon go up against Matthews, Tkachuk, Quinn Hughes, best on best. That's what's made the hockey so great so far in this tournament. I'm not wishing injury on anyone or anything, I'm just saying Quinn Hughes is one of the best players in the world. It's already one of the most anticipated games maybe ever. Oh, and earlier in the day was reported that he'd be joining Team USA in Boston on standby like Harley, but that doesn't look to be the case anymore. He was added as the 7th defenseman, but will only join Team USA if he can actually play. He was at Canucks practice in a non-contact jersey today, which is understandable given that the Canucks' first game out of the break is across the country from Boston, only 2 days after the final. He'd be a really fun guy to have in this game though, especially given the fact that he was one of the original guys named to the team. It's not like he was plucked from obscurity or something, but same time, I understand the rules are there for a reason, so I get the people who are saying, no, you can't just bypass the rules like that. We'll see what happens. Thursday cannot come soon enough. As usual, give me your thoughts on this in the comments, especially on the question of should he play? Should he be allowed to play? Let me know. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.